The program was founded the same year that Central Maine General Hospital opened, and that's 1891. And since then we have graduated healthcare professionals, and that's really been quite exciting. The program has evolved from just having nursing students, and now we have nursing, radiologic technology, and nuclear medicine associate degrees that we offer. We use over 24 clinical sites in the state of Maine, and so students go all over the place. And then we are the only nuclear medicine program in Maine and New Hampshire, which is really amazing. And this program is really growing. We now grant an associate degree with that, so that is something of the future that we really would like to do, is to enhance our registration enrollment, if you will, in the nuclear medicine program.
Nuclear medicine is a branch of radiology, and people are usually familiar with traditional x-rays, like chest x-rays and that type of thing. The x-ray department shows anatomy more, whereas nuclear medicine is showing how things function. So in nuclear medicine, we usually are giving injections to patients, and then we're watching it as it goes through the kidneys or the stomach, the heart, and things like that, to see how those different organs are functioning. We are the only nuclear medicine technology program in the state of Maine and New Hampshire. We're fully accredited by the JRC NMT and also NEASC. The college is accredited by NEASC. The other thing is we're a very small college, very small class size. In the clinical setting, a lot of times you can work one-on-one, really get that hands-on, attention, and so it really makes it a great learning opportunity for students.
The other thing is we have great practice facilities. We have a brand new simulation lab with a control room, so it lets students practice in a simulated environment, which is non-threatening. The same thing with the radiologic technology program. They have a simulation lab where they can go in and work with the equipment, but it doesn't take x-rays.
The students attend classes in clinical full-time. It's 5 semesters, so they do go during the summer as well. It consists of 2 days of classes each week and 3 days of clinical. So we really stress that hands-on clinical experience. You learn something in the classroom, you go down to our simulation lab here at the college, and you learn how to position the patient right in the lab. You practice in the lab, and then you're tested in the classroom, you're tested in the lab setting, and right away you're out taking x-rays with the technologists. The students have the opportunity to experience clinical rotations in a variety of clinical settings, both the inpatient, the trauma hospital setting, and the smaller community hospital, and then the quick care centers and the orthopedic centers. So they really get a wide range of clinical experience. They have the opportunity to work in diagnostic x-ray. They do portables. We take x-rays everywhere in the hospital. They go to the operating room. They go to the emergency room. Radiology is an integral part of the healthcare team, and the students make up a part of that team as well.
I absolutely love the program. Again, that one-on-one kind of like teacher-student, you have that support all the time. The clinicals is one of the biggest parts of the program, because you start in clinical right off the bat. It's not like you learn everything and then they just throw you in expecting you how to know it. You learn as you go. All of the clinical sites support you, 100%, and it's just a great field to get into.
I applied to all of the programs in the area and visited all of them, and just immediately felt connected to Judy and Julie and Sarah here. They're super personable. They're obviously really intelligent, and they obviously really cared a lot about everybody that's here and still do. It just felt like a very focused individual program, and still does.
Once we've fulfilled our competencies, we are able to take the x-rays of our patients with the tech right around the corner. So you're learning more independently. You're going in the OR, you're going in the ER, you're going in the SCU, you're doing portables, you're working with your patients in orthopedic offices, you're working in hospitals, you're working in outpatient. you're getting a full, well-rounded experience.
I'm seeing people who graduated last year or 2 years ago who are, to me, looking very knowledgeable and experienced. I say, oh, okay, I could do that. I could be that.
Nursing provides individuals an opportunity to have a profession that affords them the ability to move from different locations, have different areas of expertise, and a better lifestyle. And in our state of Maine, healthcare is one of the #1 leading industries for employers. One of the advantages of our program is that we actually have a small community of students and a very flexible staff and clinical sites. So we're able to accommodate students' individual needs in terms of their families, employment. We try to accommodate where they need to be and when they need to be there. We have a lot of clinical experience, and we want the students to actually get out there in the clinical setting as quickly as possible and to have every opportunity to learn on the floor. So we start in the lab providing clinical skills and then take them to the nursing home where they can start learning how to do their assessments. Before the end of the first semester, they're on the floor, medical floors in the hospital.
I really liked the teachers I met. They were very passionate. They said they love nursing and they love students, and I'm like, I'm in the right place. I told them I couldn't do 12-hour shifts. They have different options. They have day classes and they have night classes, and I told them I couldn't do 12s, and they accommodated it. My clinical hours are 6.5 hours, 2 days a week, and that has really helped me out to be able to balance it out. I have told them my work schedule, and they told me how to change it and adapt to it. The faculty is very helpful on processing and how to do nursing school and live your life.
They try to give you a clinical site that makes sense for you for travel. If you're closer to Rumford, you know, there's people up there at Rumford Hospital. There's people working at Parkview. You know, they really try to give you a clinical site that makes sense for you, so you're not spending a lot of money in gas and time traveling. I think one of the big advantages of coming to a school that's tied into a hospital is you're coming in here every week. You're staying on these floors. You have a floor that you're assigned to for the semester. You're staying here for the semester. You're working, with all these nurses that you might later work with in your career. These managers of these floors might be your managers when you graduate. They're seeing you grow. They're seeing you develop, and that's one of the biggest advantages, I think, of going to a school that's tied in or affiliated with a hospital.
Faculty and staff are totally committed to the students. They are just fantastic. You don't become a teacher or a faculty member to rake in lots of money. You do it because you have a commitment to education and you wish to educate the healthcare professionals of tomorrow. And the staff are great. We have our staff have been here for a long time. So they just really enjoy students and they enjoy seeing them be successful.